I've got 45 defensive Madden Mobile budget beasts, all under 30K. Smash that like button. Let's get into the video. Back in with a Madden Mobile video today. I wanted to talk about defensive budget beasts in Madden Mobile. I've seen a ton of great videos from other content creators discussing, what are some really good budget beasts to have on defense. Well, they were all great. I wanted to one-up them and give you 45 total defensive budget beasts that you can have on your team. This adds a lot of variety to your team. That way you don't have the same thing as somebody else does. You have the opportunity to really customize and diversify your defensive team. All right, before we get into the video, I do ask that you smash a like and subscribe if you are new. It's 10:30 roughly right now, we're recording it. Make sure to claim all your stuff and complete your daily goals. Let's get into it. The first position that I'm going to be talking about is defensive tackle, and we have our guy, Sebastian Joseph Day. Now, the interesting thing about him, and let me reduce the price a little bit to give you an idea as to what he is going for. Okay, so roughly 2,000 coins, 1,500 coins, not bad at all. The nice thing about him is that he has decent speed, 68 speed, which is pretty solid, a 66 pursuit, as well as 63 block shed. It's not a bad card. It's not by any means amazing. You're not going to see the top people in the game using this card, but if you are just starting off, Sebastian Joseph Day is pretty solid. Now, stats that you're going to be looking at as we're going through this are obviously speed, right? Speed kills in this game, but we're also looking at pursuit. Pursuit is the ability to chase somebody down and get a tackle, right? And if we don't have that, then it's very difficult to have a good card in the game. Now, the really bad thing about Madden Mobile is that you can't capitalize anything, or that is completely act like you're being foreign to them. So PJ Johnson is the next guy we're looking at, okay? Now, this one is the 68, and this one is the 65. Let's look at the 68, because we can get him for a probably cheap price as well. So we'll go to 68 for the filter. All right, and then we'll go to about 3,500 coins, because he can't be going for that much more than that. Yep, okay, so about 3,000 coins. All right, not bad at all. His speed's not great, right? 59 speed's pretty slow, but he's got really good pursuit and really good block shed. And those are stats that you are looking for on the high end for defensive tackles. You want them to be able to break past the center, break past the interior guards, and be able to pursue that quarterback or running back, all right? 75 tackle 2 means that you won't get shedded too much. And for 3,000 coins, that's not bad for a silver, all right? That's it for silvers. Let's get into the gold players. For gold players, though, I have Randy Gregory. Actually, he's a defensive end. We're going to go to Al Woods instead. Al Woods we have. He is a gold, so I'll boost him up. I believe the last time I checked, he was under 20K. I could be completely wrong, though. So Al Woods, we have a 73 overall. That's the one you're going to be looking after. He has 65 speed, so again, pretty solid, not bad whatsoever, right? Other things you're looking at are power move, 72, 77 pursuit, 76 block shed, 79 tackle. This is a really good card. Not only does he have average speed, he's able to get through the line and actually make the tackle. And that 72 power move and 76 block shed are going to help him dramatically. Price range, if we look at Al Woods card, about 20K, so you can get him for definitely under 30K. Depending on times of day that you buy him, you could even see it for 15K as well. So Al Woods, definitely a good card. Next card I want to talk about is Brandon Williams. I believe he doesn't play for the Ravens anymore. I could be completely wrong, but let's look. I'm going to type in just 30K, and I believe I'll reset it because you never know. But Brandon Williams, all right, 72 overall. Now, the interesting thing about him is that he's got really low speed, but he's got a high pursuit and 80 block shed. So he is going to be tearing through that center position or those guard positions. He is not someone to be messed with whatsoever. And I don't think he has a higher overall, 72. So 72 is it. Low speed, yes, I understand that, but really high block shed, really high tackling, pretty solid pursuit, and decent power moves. So again, Brandon Williams, it looks like we checked prices here. See if we can get him for about 20K. That's always the goal with this. Yeah, so about 12K even. So about 12 or 11K, you can get a solid defensive tackle that can surely take down the center position. All right, the next one that we have is Danny Shelton, another big boy. He was on the Patriots, but unfortunately, I think they got rid of him as well as the Browns. But Danny Shelton, 71 overall. I think he might have a higher, but let's see. I'll reset the price. He does. It's a 74 overall. Now, he has maybe perhaps risen in price. So we'll look at the 74. Is he under 30K still? Because this applies to everything. Yes, he is. Okay, so he's still roughly around 22K that you can get him for. To talk about statistics, all right, 80 tackles, 76 pursuit, 70 power moves, 75 block shed. Another really solid card, and you can get him for mid-20s, definitely. All right. The very last guy that I want to talk about is Jalen Holmes. We'll reset that, and we'll show off Jalen Holmes. I believe he only has a 70 overall, but this card is ridiculously good. 76 speed, that's really high-end speed for a defensive tackle. 61 block shed, not amazing, but he's got 74 pursuit and 65 power moves, so he's going to be able to get through the offensive line, and once he does, no one's stopping him. He will catch up to those running backs and quarterbacks that are trying to get out of the backfield. So Jalen Holmes, a really, really good defensive tackle. I think you can get him for a really solid price. Let's see, 15K, is that realistic? Yes, it is. So around 12K that you can get Jalen Holmes for. All right, so that's it for defensive tackles. All right, the next position that I'm going to be targeting is defensive end. And again, speed is a really pivotal attribute to have, as well as block shed, maybe power move or finesse move. And the first guy that I want to talk about is Lorente McCray. Now, solid speed, 71, so he will be able to catch up to a lot of running backs and quarterbacks, but he has very solid power move, 67, 73 pursuit, 67 tackle. He's a pretty solid card. Again, when you're getting to silver, you're trying to look for one stat that jumps off the page, and that would be speed. It's pretty good for a defensive end for that. So Lorente McCray, solid option. You can get him for 2,000 coins approximately, so I would definitely consider picking him up if you're just starting off this game. Now, another one to suggest is Avery Moss. Let's see if it pops up for me, and again with the capitalization, I don't know if it's going to cheese me or not, but either way, we'll look at it. Avery Moss, there we go. All right, Avery Moss, 68 overall, 72 speed, pretty solid, right? 67 finesse, very solid. 72 pursuit is very, very good. 62 block shed and 69 tackling, nice. He's a solid card. Again, we're looking at one stat that jumps off the page, and that's speed. 72 speed for a silver defensive end is not bad whatsoever, okay? Now, let's go on to the golds, because that's kind of what everyone's looking at. I think at this point in the game, we are starting to become gold teams only. Silver players are still potentially there, but we're getting into the game where we want to upgrade our team drastically. And the first guy that I want to recommend is potentially the best budget beast. It's Randy Gregory. This guy is an absolute freak of nature for the Dallas Cowboys. 77 speed, 72 finesse, 75 pursuit, 69 tackling, nice. He's a really good card, and last time I checked, we'll check for the 70. I think I'm just going to put 73 to filter it better. For pricing, can we get him for a 25K or less? That's the goal. 20K definitely. I think I checked him last, so around 17K that you can definitely buy him for. So this card, honestly, you should have him on your team unless you're a whale and you spend billions and billions of dollars in the game. But Randy Gregory, definitely one that you need to add to your team. The next guy I want to talk about is Cassius. This is Cassius Marsh Sr., and this guy is also a stud. If we look at his stats, all right, 74 speed, very, very solid. 69 pursuit, 62 finesse, 69 power move, 70 tackle. He's a very average guy when it comes to finesse moves and power moves, but a 74 speed defensive end is something that you don't mind having on your team, right? And so definitely Cassius Marsh Sr. is a guy to add to your team. And again, you can get him for less than 20K easily. The next guy I want to talk about is Kimoko Toure, and I definitely butchered that name. Apologies if you ever watched this video, Kimoko. But if we're looking at the video again and looking at his overall 74, not bad. The interesting thing about him, 74 speed, very, very good. It's very competent. 73 finesse, 74 pursuit, 72 tackle. He's got really, really good stats for finesse and pursuit and speed, and that's really what you want as a defensive end. So again, Toure, solid card. Can we get him for like 18,000? That's kind of the goal with these. 18,000's unrealistic. You probably could snipe him though, if I'm being honest with you. 22,000 coins, 20,000 coins easily for Kimoko Toure. All right. So the next guy we have is Dante Fowler, a really common household name. All right. Look at Dante Fowler. Really though? I'll reset the price. Okay. The 77 is super overpriced. Don't go after him. I thought I was looking at him earlier, but he's just 83,000. It's kind of ridiculous. He is the most expensive, definitely. He has 72 speed, so it's pretty solid. 76 finesse, 75 pursuit. He's a good card. This is a really expensive one. Honestly, if you're going to buy the 74, you might just want to save up and get the 77 instead, because holy crap, 75 speed, 79 finesse, 78 pursuit, 75 tackle. He's a really good card. This is probably not the best budget beast that I recommend, but he is, for the 74, you can get him under 30K. All right. The next guy I want to talk about is Derek Wolfe. I believe he still plays for the Broncos. I could be completely wrong with this, but 76 overall, he's the really expensive one. If we look at his 73 though, however, okay, speed is really low, right? But he has super high pursuit, really solid power moves, 76 block shed, 77 tackle. Again, another really solid card. He's not the best off the edge, but he has a high pursuit, so he will be able to chase down that guy and get the tackle. I think that's the only one that he has for that. All right, the next one we have, and the very last one we have, is Jannard Avery. And this guy played for the Browns, but he is now on the Philadelphia Eagles. The really good thing about him is he's got super high speed like Randy Gregory, right? 78 speed, 70 pursuit, 64 and 62 for finesse and power move respectively. It's not amazing, but man, is he fast. And he is definitely a card that you can get for 13K, it almost seems like. So 14,000, 13,000 evaluation for one of the fastest defensive ends in the game. You can't pass that up. All right, that's my segment on defensive ends. Let me know in the comment section, is there anybody else that you picked up that you like for defensive ends? All right, let's talk about cornerbacks. And I actually have a bronze player to propose for you all. He's not amazing, but there are some stats that jump out to me, and that's speed. 84 speed is ridiculous. He's a pretty speedy guy. Now, obviously his zone stats are pretty horrible, but if you're just wanting a guy that can run down the field and match speed with the Quez Watkins or the Philip Dorsetts of the world, Chris Claybrooks could most definitely do that. Now, he's not a phenomenal player, but if you're starting off in the game, this isn't a bad guy to look at, especially when you can get him for under, 400 coins. It's a pretty good deal. The next guy that I have is my man Torrey McTyer. Let's see what we can find him here. Perfect. He's a 68 overall, I do believe. 79 speed, pretty solid, right? But he has 65 man and 67 zone, which is very solid for being a silver card. 71 press, again, that's how, if you can line up on the line of scrimmage, what's his likelihood of being able to push off of the receiver and keep with him as he is going down the sideline or going into the middle of the field. Press is also very important, but he has very high man and zone and press and solid speed for being a 68 silver overall card. And again, you can get him for about 1,000 or 2 coins. The next guy that I want to talk about is Troy Pride Jr. Troy is also a silver. He has a 69 overall card, but the interesting thing about him is, again, 78 speed, so not bad. Let me see if I can find, does he have a better one? Oh, 69, nice. All right, so he has 78 for that one. What's his 66 looking like? So definitely the 69 card. He has 78 speed, not bad. 66 man, pretty solid. 65 zone, pretty solid. 65 press, pretty solid. A very solid card for being a silver. Definitely, I would recommend picking this guy up, again, if you're starting off the game, and you can get him for a couple thousand coins, so not bad whatsoever. If we get into the gold section of cornerbacks, let's talk about Quincy Wilson. All right, so Quincy Wilson here, we have the 74 overall. I believe we can get him for, about 30K, hopefully. Please don't lie to me, EA. Let's look. 30K for Quincy Wilson. Has things changed? No, it hasn't. Yep, it hasn't. Okay, good. You can get around 20,000 coins. Quincy Wilson's 82 speed, very, very good. 66 man, 61 zone, pretty solid. 71 press. He's a speedy guy, and he has decent coverage stats. Okay, so like Chris Claybrooks, a little bit slower, but he has way, way better coverage stats. All right. The next guy I want to talk about is Fabian Moreau. Fabian, once again, 74 overall, really solid card. He has 79 speed, so again, very competent. Not the 80 that we're hoping for, but pretty good. But he's got insane coverage stats. 71 man, 71 zone, 67 press, a very solid card. And again, you get him for under 30K. Next guy I want to talk about is Rasul Douglas. And I believe he plays for the Eagles still. That could completely change. And I probably spelled it wrong, so amazing. It's Rasual. Wow, did he just completely change everything? Let me spell Douglas then, because apparently I failed 3rd grade. Awesome. I spelled Rasul Douglas. My apologies, Rasul Douglas. But anyways, 83 speed. I'm so embarrassed right now, not really. But 69 man, 67 zone, 73 press. Very solid card. The speed is what we're looking at once again. He's 6'2 as well, so he's very tall, which means that he's not going to get absolutely mossed by everyone and their mother. So he will be a solid cornerback. Another guy that we can look at is Levi Wallace. All right, Levi Wallace, 74 again. He has 84 speed, so he is very, very fast. He will catch up to the Quez Watkins in the Philip Dorsetts of the world. A very solid card. Again, really good zone stats. This might be my one to suggest out of everybody. 70 man, 72 zone, 76 press, and 84 speed. This is a guy that everyone should have on their team unless you are spending thousands of dollars on the game. So Levi Wallace, a really solid card. The next guy I want to talk about is Crevon LeBlanc. I might have said that wrong. I don't really care, honestly. But Crevon, I'm going to have to spell his last name because it requires... there we go. Okay, an apostrophe to spell Crevon correctly. He was the golden ticket for Madden Ultimate Team this year, if you did not know. Again, really solid card. 82 speed, 66 man, 69 zone. Nice. 66 press. Not an amazing card when it comes to coverage stats, but again, the speed makes up for it a little bit. He's a short guy, 5'10", but also a really solid option. You can get him for around 20K or less easily. Next guy is Avonte Maddox. I think I'm talking about literally every single Philadelphia cornerback that I possibly can. I'm just typing Maddox for the sake of the video and not wasting a billion years on this. But Avonte Maddox, 74 overall, 84 speed once again, very, very fast. 69 man, nice. 62 zone, 67 press, very solid. 5'9", short guy, but he will be good in the slot trying to cover those. So again, really fast guy, not a bad option. You can get him for under 30K, undoubtedly. The last guy that I have for this is DJ Nope, it's DJ Hayden. We have DJ Hayden. Really, does he change price on me? Pocket said do Hayden. Well, that's unfortunate. So we got DJ. Oh, really? Is that what we're going with right now? Hayden. Is everything changing? Okay. Jeez Louise, folks. I don't know what's going on with this game. So DJ Hayden, 84 speed, 71 man, 68 zone, 73 press. A really, really good card. Honestly, I would say he, Levi Wallace, Fabian Moreau, Chris Claybrooks are some of the ones that I'd really recommend for you, and you can get them for under 20K. Really good cards. So that's my list for cornerbacks. Again, let me know in the comment section, did I miss anybody whatsoever? All right, that's going to do it for the very first part of this video. I decided just to cut the video in half because it was looking to be like 30 or 40 minutes long, and while I don't really care to post that up, I can understand that nobody wants to watch a 40-minute video about Madden Mobile Budget Vs. So I will put this into two different parts for you all. Part 1 will be out today. Part 2 might even be out later on in the evening. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Again, smash the like button on the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.
What we do here is go back.